Welcome back. We have Kelly Ebert returning to the show from Snap Fitness on this Friday afternoon. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you. It's good to be here again.
It's great to have you. I have to say, Kelly is in fantastic shape. She is having a baby in 4 weeks. And you can't tell. Marcel's going in for the close-up of your stomach.
Yeah,
it's there. Sure if he's gonna, there it is.
It's there, I promise.
You're like a great role model story for healthy pregnancies.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. It was a conscientious effort for sure. I managed to stay fit, and I kept my nutrition on point, and did all the things my naturopath recommended, and surrounded myself with a lot of really positive women who've had positive birth experiences in pregnancy.
So important to do that.
I think it made a difference.
So. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So today, what are we talking about? A little bit about how to stick with any New Year's resolutions and focusing on nutrition.
Yeah, January is an amazing time of year. January is sort of like the impending large Monday of the once a year, and it's a lot of motivation for people to hit like a little bit of a reset for themselves, either nutritionally or their fitness or spirituality, whatever it is. But sadly, this time of year is statistically the time where people start to drop away from the goals that they set for themselves. So I just wanted to speak a little bit about some different nutrition protocols. There's a lot of trends when it comes to food, so like juicing fasts or a 30-day cleanse or whatever, and they're all beneficial, but when you stick to a certain protocol for a while, you see results right away because you've cut out some calories probably, you've incorporated some good things, but maybe you haven't actually learned how to eat beyond that. So, if you got onto something where it was replacing 2 meals a day with shakes, which is not a bad thing, or maybe you did a juice fast, how do you eat beyond that? How do you navigate through the rest of your life, because some of those things are not very sustainable.
And you're not going to do that for the rest of your life.
No, and you don't want to. You want to eat food. People, we like to eat. It's a social setting. It's part of our culture. It's part of lots of people's heritage. And so to cut out food entirely is not sustainable, and it can be very detrimental for some people. So getting kind of re-excited about nourishing yourself rather than just eating. So there's a difference. We all know how to eat. That seems to be the problem. And food is not always food. When we go through the grocery store, there's tons of aisles where there's food-like things. I'm going to use Doritos because Doritos people can eat. You take it in your hand, you put it in your mouth, you chew it, it goes through your digestive system, it doesn't make your body very happy, but you've eaten, but you're not nourishing. So there is definitely a difference, and trying to get people re-excited about what their body needs in order to sustain life and also to thrive. So it's not just enough to kind of go through your days in a fog and you're not able to focus, you're cranky, you have cravings, you pick up whatever you can. That's not fun.
That's surviving, and it's not surviving well.
It is, and I mean we spend hours and hours planning things. You plan your outfit to wear today. I planned my outfit to wear today. We plan for vacations with our kids. We plan for our retirement. We plan to purchase a new home. But for some reason, when it comes to the very basic thing of nourishing our bodies in order to perform really well, we seem to let it just take its own course. It's like, oh, whatever, we'll just go to the grocery store without a list and we'll just grab onto things that we feel comfortable grabbing onto, and they're not always the right things. And every body is different, so that's something too. So if you have a girlfriend that maybe follows a paleo protocol, that might not work for you. So you need to get really in tune with how you feel about the food that you're eating, and get comfortable, like being a detective about your body's signs. So if you eat something and you're bloated, that's your body saying like, this was not a great choice. So don't just ignore it, don't just slough it off. Things like heartburn. I talk to a lot of people that they've suffered from heartburn for 10 years and no one's ever asked them about their diet. And it turns out that every Wednesday and Thursday they have chicken wings, then every Friday night they have a beer. And it's like, well, there possibly is a good correlation between those actions and the way that your body is responding to them.
Tell me about these books. It's always not a bad idea to have some sort of a guideline to sort of go by.
Books are amazing. We have gotten, we're very digital, which is fine. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with Googling everything, but there is something to be said about things that you touch in your hand. So these are, I have 4 books here, 2 of them which would stand up lovely and the other 2 which want to lie down. But the Whole 30 is something that is this book here that a lot of people are following right now. It is a really great food protocol to help you sort of reset, get your taste buds back to where they belong. And it, as it implies with the name, it is 30 days of a commitment to whole food. So real whole food. And it does, it helps in so many ways, but it also helps you get back in touch with what is food. You know, what is real whole food? So it is a great protocol. There's tons of support online. They have a Facebook page. Their cookbooks are amazing. They also have a book called It Starts With Food, and it does delve into you know, how our relationship with food has changed over the years and how accessible everything has become, which then of course changes the way that we eat. The book here, The Hot Detox, this is a fairly new food protocol. But the author, Julie, is a very well-known holistic nutritionist whose focus is on anti-inflammatory foods. So inflammation is something that plagues, I would probably safely say, 90% of our population. So that shows up as pain, that shows up as obesity, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, swelling of your extremities, fogginess in the brain. And so her cookbooks are amazing. Now this is a from Eastern medicine practice, where the belief is that some of us inside of our bodies are cold, so we have what's called a cold spleen, or some of us are hot and we have a hot spleen. So for me, I'm hot inside, according to my acupuncturist. And so I really gear myself towards raw foods. My foods that make me feel the best are like salads, nuts, seeds, things that are cool. Whereas my brother, on the other hand, his acupuncturist has told him that he has a cold spleen. So his best protocols are foods that are cooked. And so this follows a program, and you can do it kind of for 4 days, 7 days, 30 days, whatever you want to take from it, just helping rebalance that heat or lack of heat within your body.
Awesome.
And then there's tons of other things. If you're a vegetarian or a vegan, the Whole30 is not going to work for you because it is almost a paleo-based, which is a lot of meat and animal proteins. So there's 2 books that I turn to. The Oh She Glows cookbook is lots of vegan-friendly recipes. They're beautiful. They're fun to make. So it's not just eating almonds forever and cucumbers. Do you know what I mean? So there's more to vegan and vegetarian eating. And then the other one that I really like, and you can tell this book has been my like Bible for quite some time because it's quite abused, is the Thrive Diet. And this is also is appropriate for anyone, but vegan and vegetarian. It also delves into our environmental impact on the with the food that we eat, the choices that we make. And so it's a good read. There is lots of information out there, so don't feel panicked if you're overwhelmed. But do turn to someone that you can trust. Find people to support you. You know, whether it's a group, whether it's at your gym, your yoga studio, your dance class, wherever that is, a group of friends that you all commit and say, hey, we're all going to do the Whole30 together. The more people that you have on your team, the more successful you're going to be, especially as we come down to the end of January, where people's goals maybe have slipped off a little bit. It's nice to have some recruits in your corner.
We are out of time, but a fantastic segment. I think the main goal here is be good to yourself. Take care of your body. Make the right choices that work for you. Kelly, great to have you on the show.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, if you are looking to get a hold of Kelly, if you have some quick questions for her, snapfitness.com. Her phone number as well is on the screen. We are back after a quick break. Stay with us.